Welcome to this video on the Community Application Editor. In this video we will create a web application that consists of a front-end component, which you can see here, and a microservice that loads song titles from a database. And if we click on this button here, then the song titles are displayed. We will start in the project management by creating a new project. We will name this music list. And once this project got created, we can see it in our project list. And when we select the project here, then we can see the project details on the right. Here we can see the components of our project. We can see the front-end components and the microservice components. And we can also see the application component, which is a mashup of the front-end and microservice components. Below the application mashup, we can see all the users of our project. We can edit the role of the users. As an example, we can change our role to the software engineer. And then on the right, we have all the roles that are available in the project. We will start by adding a new front-end component to our project. This will later be used to display the list of song titles. And now you can see under the front-end components tab, we have this new component here. We now start by modeling this front-end component. On the left you can now see the model editor, and on the right you can see the wireframe editor. I already created a widget here, and we can now use the wireframe editor to add a paragraph of text. This will be used to display the song titles, and a button to reload the songs, and we can change all the properties here. In the end, our model could look as follows. We still have our paragraph and our button. If the button gets clicked, the button click event calls our load songs function, and this function will then call our microservice to load the song titles from the database. Now that we've finished the modeling, we can commit our changes. Therefore, we use the versioning widget here. We select all changes, and we can also create a new version for our current state. After the commit has been created, we can view the source code that has been generated on GitHub. Here, as an example, you can see the load songs function that was part of our model, and you can also see the microservice call here. The code editor of the CAE allows us to do minor code refinements. I've updated this line here so that our songs loaded from the microservice are displayed in the paragraph element. Now our front-end component is ready, and we only need to create the microservice. Instead of creating it on our own, the CAE also allows us to include components from other projects as a dependency. In this case, we can make use of the music service, which is already existing, and we can include it as a dependency in our project. We are now in the application mashup, and here we can select which version of our components should be used in the final application. And we are also able to start the deployment of our application. We now skip the deployment process because this takes some minutes, and now the application is ready and we can open our application. Now we can see our final application, and if we click on the button, the song titles are loaded. Of course, this is just a very simple application, but one could think of extending it. As an example, we could also display the artists and artwork of all the songs, or we could add the possibility to store new songs to the database. If you want to try out the Community Application Editor on your own, use the link in the video description. There's also the possibility to participate in the example project from this video. Therefore, just send us an email and we will invite you to the project.